Hey guys, I am 30 weeks. Can you believe it? I only have 10 weeks left. Oh my gosh. We had a doctor's appointment this week and we got to see him briefly. He was using an ultrasound to take measurements, so we didn't really get a picture like we've gotten in the past. Plus he's too big now to fit into a picture, which was just mind-blowing because he's huge. But doing all of those measurements and everything, he decided that the baby is somewhere about 3 pounds, 14 ounces. And again, that's an estimate. I've been told that doctor estimates based off ultrasounds can be anywhere from 2 pounds off. So who knows, but he's definitely grown in the last few weeks. You guys have seen that my bump has gotten so much bigger. And from the last time I mentioned my weight, I've gained 1.5 pounds. So at this point, I have gained 15.5 pounds since my pre-pregnancy weight. I'm expecting to be gaining a lot of weight in the next coming weeks because remember that lanugo that I talked about a few weeks ago? It's the hair that covers the baby to keep the baby warm. Well, at this point, he's gonna start actually shedding that hair. And the reason for that is that he's going to be gaining a lot of weight and developing fat at the rate of about 0.5 pound per week. And his 0.5 pound per week translates to me probably gaining about 1 pound a week because there's also fluid and everything else in there. So I'm expecting my weight gain to increase significantly in the next 7 to 8 weeks. His brain is going through some crazy developments this week. So apparently it was like a smooth ball beforehand, but now it's actually developing channels and creases, looking more like a human brain as we know it. And that's gonna allow for expansion and room for growth because when he's born, he has lots of things to learn and he needs all that room for expansion and growth. Another important thing that he's doing this week is his bone marrow is actually developing red blood cells. So that's good. He's gonna have his own blood supply instead of sucking all the blood from me. As far as my symptoms this week, I have had a lot. It has been a rough week. He is obviously getting bigger and stronger, so I have had some really strong movements, strong kicks and punches and flip-flops, so I've been really sore. My placenta is attached right here, so you can see there's nothing over here, but all the baby kicks and movements have been in this part of my belly and especially on my side right here. So that's why I'm so sore, because all that kicks and motions and pokings has all been concentrated in this area especially. I've continued to have swollen feet, hands, ankles, and everything else this week. So I've been putting my feet up after work and my fingers are still super swollen. I'm so glad that I took my rings off last week when I mentioned it because my fingers have swelled more this week, I think, than they did last week. If I had left them on, I don't think I would have been able to take my rings off at all. So I'm glad I took them off when I did. I've been super thirsty, so I drink a ton of water, which I do anyway, but that's also good for me because drinking all of that water helps with all the fluid retention, which causes the swelling in my hands and my feet. So while it's annoying to be thirsty all the time, all of that water intake is really good for me. I've started to feel the exhaustion that I had in the first trimester back again. So when I get home from work, right around 4, 5, 6 o'clock, I get really tired and I am just done for the day. I woke up this morning, actually got to sleep in a little bit, so I woke up a little bit later than usual. I got up, I had some energy, and then after I got ready, showered, dressed, and ready to make this video for you guys, the first thing I said was, man, I'm ready for a nap. So I'm getting more tired as the weeks go on. I've also noticed this week that when I get really hot, I get a little lightheaded, so I try not to get hot when I can. So we've been having the air running, we've had the fans blowing, and that helps a lot, and also drinking really cold water instead of room temperature water. The last thing that I've noticed this week is all of a sudden I have mild heartburn. I don't have it every day, I've just had it in the afternoon around lunchtime, and I only get it for about an hour or two, and it's not even bad enough for me to take anything for it, because you can take Tums while you're pregnant, but I haven't had to take anything. And I do notice that water makes it worse, so during that time I try not to drink as much water, so I drink all my water in the morning or later in the afternoon after the heartburn has gone away. But I actually read on my app that the heartburn later in pregnancy is caused because the hormones that relax your pelvic muscles also relax the muscles between your esophagus and your stomach, and that's why you get heartburn. So that was news to me, so that's maybe something that you guys just learned right now too, because I had no idea. All right, and that's my update for this week, you guys. I am super excited for next weekend. Next weekend is my baby shower and I cannot wait. I'm so excited to get all the stuff. I'm excited to get things ready. I really feel like I want to nest and just get all the stuff ready in the room because we have all of the furniture ready, but we don't have any stuff to put in the room. We have nothing. So I'm super excited for that, and I'm super excited to see all of my friends and family. I will see you guys next week. Bye.